Hello students, greetings. Today's class course 9 Assessment for Learning. In our course we have 10 units and so far we have successfully completed first 6 units, and today we are going to discuss about unit number 7, and the title is Philosophical and Educational Underpinnings of Assessment. In this unit we are going to discuss about few things like no competitive examinations, non-detention policy, RTE 2009, and psychosocial and political dimensions of assessment like that. And let us see one by one. First, we are going to discuss about what is meant by no competitive exams. In schools, we should not conduct any test or any examination as competition, because psychologically competition brings unnecessary comparison between the students, and the unnecessary comparison leads to inferiority or superiority complex. If it leads to inferiority or superiority complex, the whole educational goal, that is value education and moral education and ethical education, will spoil. So that they are suggesting that no competitive exam. If we conduct the competitive exam, what will happen? Here it is. See, it gives inferiority feelings, likewise superiority feelings. And why people are conducting exams and tests as competition? Because lack of awareness as far as teachers concerned and as far as parents concerned. Teachers or parents, they are seeing one examination or test as an achievement, rather development. If a parent or if a teacher sees a test or an examination as development of the child, it will not be as competition. So that is lack of awareness. And third one, the competitive exams mainly focus on achievement rather than performance. Here the wholesome objective of education, particularly school education, is all-round development which includes curricular activities, co-curricular and extracurricular, and all these things are based on performance of the child, not only the achievement, which means the marks or grades. And last one, competitive exams collapse the ethics and purpose of assessment. That is what we have discussed so far. And second point is non-detention policy. And what do you mean by detention? Means retaining. And before going to discuss about NDP, which means non-detention policy, I have to introduce two variables among you. One is stagnation and another one is wastage. You might hear about in your first year, no problem. Once again I am going to explain what is what. First one, stagnation, which means retaining a child in the same academic year without promotion. For example, if a child is studying 5th standard in one particular academic year, which means next academic year the child should promote to the 6th standard. Instead of promoting 5th to 6th standard, retaining this child in the same class, that is 5th standard, is called stagnation. And second one is wastage. Wastage means a child without completing his or her one complete academic year, dropping out from the school, is called wastage. Which means without completing one complete academic year, dropping out from the school for the reasons of child labor or born child labor, maybe economic condition of the family or society, or etc. So many things, and these things are main in non-detention policy. wastage and stagnation. After implementation of SSA under UEE, universalization of elementary education, particularly in Tamil Nadu, we are drastically minimizing the amount of stagnation and wastage. And one more thing, after introduction of the Act, Right of Children to Free and Compulsory, in the year of 2009, we 100% eradicate the term stagnation and wastage also. And here, no detention policy. Let's see what is what. Look at the first point. NDP means no student detained in one standard more than one academic year, which means stagnation, no stagnation. And second one, NDP, which is implemented to RTE. RTE, you may hear about the acronym, Right of Children to Free and Compulsory. And third one, NDP is up to 8th standard. So there is no detention or retaining or stagnation up to elementary, which is nothing but 8th standard. And last point, NDP insists assessment throughout the academic year instead of one final exam. And in the second year, you already done your 80 days teaching practice in the school, government schools, and you might hear about the term CCE, continuous and comprehensive evaluation. Since we are following trimester system in our Tamil Nadu government schools, we are following CCE 2. So we should not insist the assessment, which means promoting one child from one class to another class based on one particular examination, final year examination. Instead of final year examination, we have to conduct continuous and comprehensive evaluation throughout the year. Thank you.